Hello and welcome. Let's drop the intro and get into it. Unlike last week, this week has been a little bit more eventful. And let's start by looking at the news. Okay, so we've got a couple of things to talk about. Starting with, we have entered the month of May. With that, of course, ladder reset and a brand new card back. Hope everyone did well. I'll talk about my experience a little bit later in this video. Next up, not exactly related to Hearthstone, but Blizzard announced a new mobile game, Warcraft Arc-Light Rumble, a game that appears to be very similar to Clash Royale, not something I've got a lot of experience with. I will check it out, but it's not something I've got a lot of time for at the moment. Moving back to Hearthstone, we have the announcement of patch 23.2. Let's have a closer look at this one. This update will focus mostly on battlegrounds. We'll see the addition of the new tribe Naga, the new keyword Spellcraft. To support this tribe and new keyword, we're going to see 21 new minions, along with a new hero. On top of that, the buddies will be rotating out with this patch. And as of this stage, there is no official release date, but it is expected to come out within this month. Now, I don't spend a lot of time playing Battlegrounds, so I find it hard to give any unique commentary, so we're just going to move on. And that kind of brings us to the end of the news segment. Let's start looking at my week in Hearthstone. So with the ladder rotation, this has been a very interesting week for myself. See, as indicated in last week's video, I did not get Legend. It was a little bit disappointing, but looking back at my data, that was because I was spending so much time focused on knocking out achievements. This week saw me complete the last of these achievements, and I really enjoyed that experience. It's the first time I really locked in and knocked them all out, and it was a good break from the ladder grind. I think moving forward, I'll be setting myself challenges like this and seeing how they play out. But as always, let's go have a look at my HS replay data. And as you can see, I managed to get 152 games logged on HS replay. I did get other games played on my phone, but I don't have any data on those games. As indicated early on, even though I was on ladder, the decks I played were focused on completing achievements. Therefore, they weren't optimized, and in a lot of cases I needed to make decisions to complete achievement goals over winning games. This really tanked my win rate, but I had a fun time doing it. I managed to play games with most classes and a variety of decks within those classes. As you can see here, my most played deck was my achievement focused Ramp Druid, and my most played class was Rogue. Given a lot of this week was focused on knocking out the final achievements, it's difficult for me to go into any greater analysis with this dataset. But one of the things about these weekly videos is a summary of what I've been playing, and that's what I'm giving you. I'm hoping that during the weeks that I'm more focused on climbing ladder, I'm going to be able to give you more interesting information. But for now, this is what I have. So I'm not going to linger here. And let's start looking ahead to my next week in Hearthstone. And I expect my next week in Hearthstone to be pretty cruisy. I'll be doing my regular streams and a little bit of off-camera gaming, but my main focus will be pushing standard ladder with a little bit of variety outside of that. The following week I'm hoping to set myself a new challenge, maybe tackle another section of the achievements, but that decision will be made depending on how this week goes. I'm wanting to try to push for a legend a little earlier this month, just so I've got it out of the way and don't have the issues like I did last month. Taking a step back, I'm hoping to use the month of May to review my goals with both YouTube and Twitch, and hopefully you'll start to see some of these changes in the next couple of weeks. I would like to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoy what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing. And don't forget, I do stream live on Twitch. You can find more information about that in the description of this video or the About section of this YouTube channel. Until next time.